Welcome, everyone, to the home of the War Chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, a place simply known to some as the Dope. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to get us underway. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. These little gains can start to add up. Tackle. Up to the 34. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right in the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
After misfiring, it's second down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that is why this defense is #1 in the nation against the pass. They've got a lot of guys that are going to play on Sundays. in the NFL. You just saw the speed on the back end, tracking that thing down to get the interception on the opening drive of the game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He'll try the left side. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
As a defender, you use the sideline as the 12th man. That's another guy. You know the play stops there. He can't make a catch. Great job by the wide receiver, fighting for his space, catching the ball, and staying in bounds.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to fire deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Number 17.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Coleman Hope. The sweet feet buy a little time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Hauls it in, looking for space. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on second and long from the 23. To the air. It's Croman Hope. Quickly complete. Made a defender miss. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Seminoles headed quickly to the line. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers and just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in the recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State Seminole.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He fires one deep over the middle. Touchdown Seminoles! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Getting set for the point after. Splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Unleashes one. Got it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The Gamecocks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Kentucky delivered a statement victory that's going to be celebrated in Bluegrass country for some time. And if this team's not careful, they could have themselves a football program there in Lexington. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Give to the running back. At the 40, there he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. Might as well give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Going to the running game. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. They're setting up the screen. Still running at the 40. Got a lot of running room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Noles are rolling down the field. With the run on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, South Carolina 14, Florida State 7.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Get set, go!
Goes to the option. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Noles! Lining up to add another. Bangs it through for an extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Leaves it with the back. Still on his feet at the 45. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
They're going to ride this running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Running to the left. Tackled after picking up the first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. This is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
What a disappointment. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Dumps it to the back. It's complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. And the Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
They'll throw it on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all three of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40, the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, South Carolina. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split them out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Wide out in motion. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. He unleashes a long one. He's got it on the right. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Florida State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. All even up after that one. Basically a brand new game.
And with a tie, guess what? Back to the offense. Back to the offense. Which defense can get a stop? These offenses have been humming.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. Alabama has the lead right now, but this Tide crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside Bryant-Denny. They're up by 7 over Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. They'll try the run. At the 45, on its way. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Floating away. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I don't know what you want me to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
Plows through the defense. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. He's got his man. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down, and the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing, because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Now they'll try the right side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the offense. He's back to throw on second down. Complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They'll immediately call timeout.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 85 yards. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth.
And here's the third interception of the night. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Touchdown, South Carolina.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35 to 21.
South Carolina, 35. Florida State, 21.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Only 10 seconds remaining here in the first half as they put it in play, 1st and 10. The give from the gun. At the 35, he's open. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
Here we go.
To the air, it's Croman Hope. Throwing right. And it's his 4th interception of the night. He'll try to take it back. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Noles will kick it away to crank up the second half. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He's looking to throw it. Quick strike complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. You can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to get it through the air. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
That's the way you answer your halftime speech. You gave up a lot of points in that first half. What did the defense do? The first possession, you set the tone in the second half, get the big stop, get the big sack. Really nice answer by this defense.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. to throw. It's Croman Hope. They're bringing heat. Slip, but now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
And that's crazy. 1 second you're the offense, and you're thinking 2nd and inches, we're taking a shot, we're in a great spot, and then you give up a sack, and now all of a sudden you're in 3rd and long, and you're thinking, uh-oh, we got to convert this, or we're giving the ball right back to our opponent.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's looking deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And the Seminoles decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Nice directional kick there, like a solid iron shot. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd down.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Right down the middle. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. Buys a little time. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Coming after it. And the defense is there to stop him short of the 1st down.
You know what, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were in nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it paid dividends on that 3rd down.
You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession lead.
They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Going for it all. And they will score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
South Carolina.
No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. The kickoff team out there getting set. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Shoots it to the left. Got his man.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's 1st down from the 48. Pressure coming. Slides away. Feeling some heat. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Snags it down the right side. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. They're trying to get to it. Got a man. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Seminoles! A great catch and run for 6. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. Got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to get the first through the air. Going up top. He caught it. Touchdown, no! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Number 88 hauls it in and takes it in for the score.
And they'll try to tack on two. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. South Carolina, 42. Florida State.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 13, set to kick this one.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years coaching everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Oh, what a move! And they'll knock him down.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Little over-anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. He wants a big play here late. And he's got it at the 15-yard line. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And massive play by this offense. This is exactly what you needed. You got the score. Now you got to get the two-point conversion. Time's not on your side. There is no wait till a later point. It's go time. What's your two-point play in this spot to tie the game up late?
What a big play here as they try to tie it up with the two in the waning moments. He'll set up to throw. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Is no good. That is the score. South Carolina, 42. Florida State, 40.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Final seconds of the game. They can just take a knee and eliminate all of the drama.
And you're exhaling, too, at this point, because this was a hard-fought football game, David. It could have gone either way. At the end, it was this team that made the most plays, made the fewest mistakes, and they've earned this victory formation.
And by the way, there's nothing more frustrating in the world than playing defense when they take knees. Like, it's a helpless feeling. There's nothing you can do. You have so much rage inside you just want to hit somebody so hard, and they're just taking a knee, and you just got to take the end.
Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent. We didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all three phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different-looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And, David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long.